590 The Word, WEZE Boston.
Or the other side.
Good morning, good morning.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Amazing Grace Sports Network, where we celebrate spirituality. What is it? Passion, spirituality, and unity. The home of passion, spirituality, and unity. And
amen.
And some song that came in there. I didn't even know what that was. But hey, we got to welcome Kevin Christian back to the booth. Kevin,
look who's back.
How you doing?
What's lost has now been found. Good morning.
Good morning.
You like the prodigal son?
No, you can call me that. I don't refer to myself as that. So, it is great to be back. It has been too long, and even though it's been just about a month and a half or so, it feels like I've been gone for about a year. So it is great to be back. And hello to everybody. Good morning. Yes, indeed, this is the Amazing Grace Sports Network on WEZE here this morning on Saturday on the East Coast, 9 a.m. Mother's Day weekend here in the United States. So do want to wish all our mothers,
yes,
our grandmothers, stepmothers, aunts, godmothers, mother-like figures, a happy Mother's Day, and of course,
happy Mother's Day indeed.
A happy heavenly Mother's Day, of course, to all the mothers who have
happy Mother's Day to everybody out there.
Gone home to the Lord. But yes, indeed, this is the Amazing Grace Sports Network live here on WEZE AM 590, The Word on the radio. You can also, you can find us on several other great different places as well. You can stream us online, WEZEradio.com. You can listen to us there. You can download the WEZE mobile app, take us on the go.
That's a good
You can
one.
also watch the show and look at all our beautiful faces that are made for radio on YouTube. Just look up the Amazing Grace Sports Network on YouTube and watch the show. And I think we're on the iHeart, iTunes,
Yes.
everything.
TuneIn Radio.
It's
a great app.
Everything that you want, we're there.
iPods, iPads, everything, you name it. And we're there for you. Give us a call, too. 617-691-2590. Kevin Chrism with you. Clay Morris and Patrick Shalvey here as well. Where is Craig today, Clay? I thought is he perhaps boycotting my return?
Yeah, he said there's not enough seats in this place for us, all of us. You know, he's strapping on this 6-gun when he comes back.
Well, I'll be out next week, so
yeah, he'll be here next
week. Got an obligation next week to attend to in a different state, not North Carolina, but another state.
You guys are going there for Jordan Hudson. I mean, right? That's what you're going there.
No, I'm going to the great state of Ohio, actually, which is anything but great. But we'll make it as good a time as we can.
Well, there are good parts of Ohio.
Stay out of Cleveland.
I don't know about that one.
Clay's favorite city, Cleveland.
Stay out of Cleveland. Kevin, well,
Clay.
we're glad to see you back, and
glad to see you.
Thank you, for that opening introduction. I guess I better get to the joke of the day and get that out the way.
We do prayer first, right?
Prayer. Yeah. Let's get to the prayer first.
They only give us an hour, so
let's go.
We got to move.
Are we ready for this? We have the picture of that book there, Prayers for Victory in Spiritual Warfare by Dr. Tony Evans, and we are in chapter 10, I believe it is, and it's Prayers for the Household. So we are now in the sword of the Spirit. Let's go. Dear Lord, Satan knows that the best way to cripple a man's faith and detour his mission is to attack his family and his friends. My family and friends have been attacked via sickness, via setbacks, via temptation by Satan and his demons, but I know that you, Lord, mean for us to enjoy good health, good fortune, and peace in our lives. To effect this for my family and friends, I take up the sword of the Spirit, which is your word, and I declare firmly, as for me and my house, we will serve the Lord. From here on out, I will carry your word in my heart. I will invoke your word in prayer over my family and friends, so that whenever evil that was intended as bad for them, it will be turned to good. For in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. Through him, all things came into existence. That which came to be found life in him, and that life was the light of the human race. The light shines in the darkness, and the darkness is able to overcome it not. You are the light of the world, dear Jesus. Your word will overcome the darkness that seeks to attack my family and friends. Amen.
Amen. All right, joke of the day, shall we?
Take your time. We're going to let people digest that a little bit.
All right. Well, We'll give it like a 3-second
Give it 3
reflection
seconds,
here.
all right.
Patrick is eager to do this
He's
joke of the day.
just ready to get
Yes,
there.
this has to be good then.
All right.
Let's go.
Well, I didn't write it, but
Stop it. There you go. Throw me out there. Throw me under the
I'm
bus.
gonna sell it as best as I can, though. No, it is actually. I will say, spoiler alert, it is pretty good this week, I think, compared to some of the other ones.
boy.
But the other ones are good too, though.
Oh boy.
Anyway, here we go. We ready? A bishop, a priest, and a deacon were about to be executed for preaching the gospel in a foreign land.
Off to a good start.
While being held, they discussed what they might do to escape their fate. They noted that the inhabitants of the country were very superstitious when it came to natural disasters, and decided that their best means of escape was to shout out a natural disaster to scare them into paralysis right before their execution was carried out. It was a risky plan, but it was all they could come up with. But they were desperate. They brought out the bishop first, and the captain of the guard shouted, "Ready! Aim!" And suddenly the bishop yelled, "Earthquake!" The firing squad dropped their guns and ran off, looking for a safe place to hide. In the confusion, the bishop ran off and escaped unharmed. Next, they brought out the priest. Again, the captain shouted, "Ready! Aim!" And suddenly the priest yelled out, "Tornado!" The firing squad again dropped their guns and deserted the area, enabling the priest to escape unharmed. Finally, they brought the deacon out. The captain shouted out, "Ready! Aim!" And the deacon yelled out at the top of his lungs, "Fire!"
Bada boom.
Excellent.
There we go.
Lost your paper there.
Bro, it's so good. That was just so good. I mean, actually, it was the elocution of it.
You ought to take some acting classes.
Thank
Pat.
you.
Yeah,
Thank
That
you were
was
good.
very emotional there. I could feel your emotion in that joke of the day, and I can see why you wanted to read that one. So
Yes, it was quite
yes,
good.
very good.
Yes, not bad.
Very
Not bad. So how's the resident joke writer now? Huh?
I like it. I like
Thank
it.
you very much.
Getting better, I guess.
Did I sell it good?
You sold that one, man. Like you could sell ice to an Eskimo. Good. All right.
Well, from the joke of the day to today in history, 3 questions here today on this May 9th edition of the show. So why don't we get into it?
Let's do it. All right.
Today in history.
Damn, I am getting ahead of myself this morning.
Fresh off the joke of the day, Patrick, keep it rolling here with the hockey question to start.
Let's
Go get
do it. Today is May 9th. Again, as Kevin mentioned, one day from Mother's Day. So on this day in 1990, May 9th, at the conference finals in the National Hockey League, the Boston Bruins defeated the Washington Capitals 3-2 on this day to sweep the series 4-0. And you can see the team up there.
Nice picture.
Pictured here if you're
Look at
watching
that.
on the stream.
That's Janny Bork and Neely right there.
Yes,
Correct.
it is. Cam Neely had 55 goals. Ray Bork had 65 assists. Craig Janey, Bobby Carpenter, Glenn Wesley, all part of that team. The Boston Bruins scored the most points in the NHL that season, winning them the President's Trophy. They finished at the top of the standings, 101 points to be exact. And the first round, they defeated the Hartford Whalers. Rest in peace. They should still have a team. They should still have a team. Move Carolina back there.
Yeah.
I
move
think
it.
people of North Carolina have something to say about that.
Yeah, they're just fake fans. But anyway,
There we go.
in the second round, after defeating the Hartford Whalers, they defeated the Montreal Canadiens. Now, love them or hate them, they
The
deserve a team.
dreaded Montreal Canadiens.
Yes,
Those French guys up there.
I know.
Yeah.
We had a big game last night. But in the 4 games with the Capitals, Cam Neely put up 9 points, that being 5 goals and 4 assists. So our question is a 2-part one. Who would they meet in the next series after defeating the Whalers, and what was the outcome of that series?
We'll just give a spoiler here. Anyone who wins the President's Cup is usually cursed.
100%.
Well, that's
yes.
true. The Bruins, they certainly have been part of that.
And that's
curse.
why you should not put your money on the Avalanche this year. They're the favorites.
Oh, I don't
and,
know. The Avalanche look pretty good, though, this year,
They
Patrick.
do, but they'll find a way. They won the President's Trophy. Mark my words.
It's going to come back to bite them.
They do look good, though.
Well, Cam Neely, of course, continuing to prove that he was a much better player than he has been an executive in the NHL.
Well, that's
Great
Sure.
player. And I argued that he probably should have won the MVP that year. But they gave it to Marc Messier.
Well deserving, too, I think, Mark Messier.
Well, speaking of Mark Messier, he was a better player than he is a TV analyst, too, but we won't go there.
Oh, it just gets deep.
Critics here.
It gets deep.
Very, very critical this morning. All right, on May the 9th, 2007, back to the good old days for the Boston Red Sox. We all know what happened in 2007. The Red Sox, behind home runs from Mike Lowell, the late, great Julio Lugo, Manny Ramirez, and David Ortiz, defeated the Toronto Blue Jays 8-3 up in Toronto. course, his World Series team also had the likes of Coco Crisp, Jacoby Ellsbury, J.D. Drew, Dustin Pedroia, Jason Veritek, and Kevin Youkilis
The good old days.
on the
Good old
roster.
days,
And yes,
baby.
indeed, some guy named Alex Cora was also on that team in a utility role.
Was he a better player than a manager?
Yes,
All right, we
definitely. I'm
won't
not
go
sure
there.
there.
We won't go
I'm not
there.
sure. It's kind of the same thing.
Yeah. And of course, Daisuke Matsuzaka. Yes, indeed, Daisuke. Remember him, was the starter and the winning pitcher of that game up in Toronto, giving up just 1 earned run over 7 innings. Our question, though, for this 2007 Red Sox team, who was the Red Sox pitcher that pitched a no-hitter later that year? Give you a hint, he was a rookie and only making his second career start when he threw that no-hitter. And I remember watching that game, actually. I was like, who is this guy?
Yeah, came out of nowhere.
Up and down career with the Red Sox. Up and down.
Never did live up to that.
When he was on, he was on. But when he was off,
He was
boy,
off.
he was
He
off.
was off.
He was
yes.
off. And the ball was over the fence.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. Okay, I got the last one. I'm batting clean up on this one. On May 9th, 2010, 16 years ago, the Boston Celtics actually made it to the second round of the playoffs, not like this year. And their opponent was one LeBron James, who was leading the Cleveland Cavaliers. Yes, that very same LeBron James who was still out there, well, smelling up the court. But the Celtics, powered by Rajon Rondo's 29 points, 18 rebounds, and 13 assists, defeated the Cleveland Cavaliers and the MVP of the league, that aforementioned LeBron James, 97-87. This tied up the series, and the Celtics would go on to win the series 4-2. 2 months later, James, emotionally distraught by the defeat and devastated by the realization that the Cleveland public had come to the realization that he could not carry a team, would bail out on Cleveland and take his talents to Miami. Our question is, what basketball legend was the center for the Cleveland Cavaliers during this series? What guy was the center for that team for Cleveland during the series? And he's very well known.
Very well known. He
Yes.
went the brief stint with the Celtics, too.
You're giving it away too much.
Well, no, that's people still won't know. Well, maybe they will.
Up to par here?
No, certainly not. But everyone remembers this famous clip after the game. Yeah. People thought the last time that he would wear a Cleveland Cavaliers jersey, well, for the time being it was, but of course we all know he would return to Cleveland.
That's right.
4 years later after, I think he got bored in Miami.
Well, no, what happened was he wanted to get Spoelstra fired,
I think,
and Riley wouldn't fire him, so then
Yeah.
he had to go because LeBron, he likes to, pick the coach.
well, LeBron's got plenty of other coaches fired. Just ask us in his second stint in Cleveland how that worked out.
Yep, there you
for
go.
him. So anyway, well, from hockey to baseball to basketball, all the topics we're going to talk about, I think, here today on the Amazing Great Sports Network. Of course, your calls as well, 617-691-2590. This is the Amazing Great Sports Network on WEZE here this morning. Kevin Chisholm, Clay Morris, Patrick Shalvey with you here today. We're going to take a short break, hear from some of our great sponsors who do keep us going each and every weekend, allowing us to be with you and talk about all these things in the sports world here on Saturday morning. So we're going to say hello to them and get right back into it. This is the Amazing Great Sports Network as we roll on right here on WEZE.
The word. Hey, are you feeling a little achy or sore from the cold weather? Then take a visit to Dylan's Russian Steam Bath. At Dylan's Dry Sauna or Wet Steam Room, you can de-escalate, de-stress, and detox your body and mind. A hot place of massage or a variety of oil massages are available. You will enjoy the relaxed atmosphere that features a nutritious snack bar, large screen television, and comfortable lounge chairs to cool off in during your visit. They have 2 convenient locations, one in Chelsea and the other in Quincy. Find them online at Dylan's Russian Steam Bath or call 617-549-3484 for more information. To enjoy your best health, visit Dylan's Russian Steam Bath, where heat, steam, and water have a therapeutic effect.
Well, my friends, I want to talk to you about computers. Is your computer screen cracked or have a black screen? Is it slow to charge or does it exhibit abnormal battery drainage? Does your PC run slow or have keyboard issues? Well, then Philcomp Computer Center, located at 1690 Dorchester Avenue, is your remedy for all your computer medical problems. Philcom Computer Center has been in the computer repair, upgrade, malware removal, and data recovery business for over 20 years. Whether your computer is a Mac or IBM based, give them a call. Their number, 617-265-1910. That is 617-265-1910. To solve all your computer problems, our good friends at the Philcom Computer Center.
Do you want to live a happier, healthier lifestyle? Do you want to get rid of back, hip, and neck pains? Then look no further than Karma Don Yoga. Karma is an accomplished and experienced yoga instructor who specializes in total body restorative yoga. So whether you are young or old, short or tall, in shape or out of shape, Karma is your best choice. Check out her classes and times at karmadonyoga.com. That's karmadonyoga.com. Your body and mind deserve good karma.
Is desperately trying to yoga.
I am. I would bring you. She thinks you have an amazing voice. I told her I would bring you to the class.
I appreciate that. Hey, we're going to go to the phones here. I think Wayne has been waiting by the phone lines for a while. So
my gosh.
Morning, Wayne.
Bring him in.
Wayne.
Wayne, what's going on?
Wayne, you come. The Sultan of SWAT is back. Come on, what you got, Wayne?
Well, gentlemen, first of all, Kevin, welcome back. Good morning
Thank
to
you.
everyone.
Good morning. Appreciate
Morning.
that.
And I want to piggyback on your what you said about the Happy Mother's Day to all the ladies out there, the Heavenly Mother's Day
Yes.
to all the ladies. You were well breached in that, well spoken.
Well, thank you. There's no, we wouldn't be anywhere without our mothers, Wayne, right?
That's for sure.
Absolutely, and having fun in the toy store right now, talking sports. So
Oh, good.
In the toy store.
Say hello to everybody there. What are you, at a Toys R Us or something?
Does that still exist?
Talking sports on the radio and the telephone with you guys is a pleasure. Great joke, by the way.
Yeah, see? Thank you very much.
I agree. I thought it was good.
Thank you very much, Wayne.
You're welcome. But I just want to piggyback on last week on a great week in sports, especially for Golden Temple. Did you guys catch the race?
Yes, we did. This Kentucky Derby. Mind that bird.
First,
Donerail.
and first female trainer, too, by the way.
Yeah. And now.
Greatest 2 minutes in sports.
But he's not going to run the Preakness, I think they were saying. So I don't know if you want to have him done one and done and just leave him with a really incredible.
Put him out the stud. Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. That was a heck of a run. I think that horse was in last place going around the corner too, wasn't he?
Yeah,
From what I saw, yeah.
Dead last.
He was dead last.
Yeah. Incredible. But I feel sorry about the Boston Celtics, man. I so wanted this banner 19 for those trainers. I think we had the best trainers who had this young team up and ready to go and answer the bell at every turn. And I know the team is probably going to look different next year.
Yeah, they collapsed.
Too bad.
Okay, they completely choked and collapsed. So, what should happen? What do you think?
I still think number 9 is untouchable. In my world, I don't want to see number 9 leave. But, we saw Al leave. We saw Drew Holiday leave. So I think they're going to shake things up. But we have a really nice young core of talents, and you still need a little sprinkling of veterans in it to help us seal the deal.
How about Joe Mazzola?
He may be on the chopping blocks. I don't know. Do you give him one more year to see if he can shake the fun, because he really had these guys playing really good ball until the last moment there. We didn't make changes, substitution. I don't know.
I think it's time for a change. Personally, I mean, I'm not an analytics ball guy, and I think he relies way too much on the 3. And I told Clay to relax because I figured that when push came to shove, they would knock it off and realize what they had to do to win. And, and they were winning in the regular season doing that. But at the end of the day, when they had to change it up and they had to have a feel for the game and they had to, adjust on the fly, they didn't do it. And
you play like you practice.
That's inexcusable. It'd be one thing if they lost in the second or third round to, I don't know, say Detroit or something like that, but you're losing in the first round to the 7th seed without Joel Embiid to start the series. Joel Embiid comes back, clearly ain't at 100%. You lose game 7 at home, and it's because you chose to lose. You shot yourself out of the series. That was a deliberate choice that they made, and to me, that's inexcusable.
Well,
And
you
a-
play
and a
like you
3-1
practice.
And a 3-1 lead.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly right. That's 3-1.
That's even worse.
That too.
No,
Oh,
guys, you can see this coming. You can see this coming.
Yeah, I got to give you credit, Clay. You did call it.
I'm like Nostradamus. Okay, I can see into the future.
Once it went to game 7, I was with you, though. Last week, I said, nope, they are not winning this one.
It's over. It's
Oh,
over.
man,
Seasons
that-
are over. I think with Derek White, yeah, they should keep him, but they should explore bringing him off the bench. I think they should explore bringing him off the bench along with Peyton Pritchard and maybe another big guy, like with the Bucevic, and then have a core running that way because he got worn down at the end.
I think so. I like that idea. Again, I still think he brings a lot of value to the team, and it was a horrible look. I haven't even watched basketball since that game. I'm taking a sabbatical from it right now. So I'm rolling with Buffalo Sabres in the hockey playoff. What do you think, Patrick?
I mean, as a matter of principle, I never root for the team that knocks my team out, but they are facing the Canadiens. So yes, I do have Buffalo in this series, and we'll see how they do. Tage Thompson looked terrible last night, and Alex Lyons seemed to have come back to earth. So we'll see.
Well, they're playing a better team. The Bruins aren't the Canadiens.
Exactly.
Well, it looked like history is repeating itself because they won at home, then they lost the second game. Now they have to go to Montreal, the same formula that they had with the Bruins. So I like the Sabres in this.
I don't know. The Canadians, to me, the Canadians just seem more hungry, Wayne. I mean, talk about a first-round series that probably should have been an Eastern Conference final between the Lightning and the Montreal Canadiens that went to 7 games. To me, right now, I look at the Eastern Conference as the Carolina Hurricanes as being the strongest team right now. They haven't lost in the playoffs so far. They swept the Ottawa Senators, and they're on the verge of sweeping the Philadelphia Flyers, who surprised a lot of people by taking the Pittsburgh Penguins out in 5 games. With that being said, I do believe the Montreal Canadiens are going to win that series over the Buffalo Sabres. I think we're going to see a really, really good Eastern Conference final between the Canadiens and the Carolina Hurricanes.
Viva la France.
And why can't we get players like Taylor Hall here, huh?
Yeah, right?
Why can't we get players like that?
Once upon a time.
I want to take a stab at one of the trivia.
Yeah, let's do it.
Just one, Wayne. I was waiting for you to go after all 3. Just tear them up.
I don't want to be greedy. I want to leave some for my buddy over
don't leave
there.
anything.
No.
Don't leave anything on
We
the
got
table.
a rivalry going on here. Go for all 3.
So I think we're looking for Tristan Thompson.
For which
For
one?
the Cleveland Cavaliers.
no.
It was playing center. Nope.
Yeah, you're
nope.
couple-
Nope. You didn't get it, baby.
Okay.
I mean, you swung and missed.
I give my man a layup over there
You
today.
definitely did.
Tristan didn't come around until a couple of years after that.
Yeah.
Sure you don't want to take a stab at the other 2 now?
I mean, yeah, you might want to do something.
See, I
with
told you it was a tough question. Clay saying, "Oh, Kevin's going to give it away by his hints."
Come on, it's kind of like one of the easiest questions I could give you, but you might want to take a shot at who the Bruins played in the next series after beating the Capitals, or whether.
I know they played the Edmonton Oilers.
Oh, see, there
You got it.
You got it,
There
baby.
you go.
You got one.
But anyway, Joe, I'm not going to be greedy. I'm going to leave some fruits on the tree there for my man. And I'll catch you guys next week. And again, happy Mother's Day to all the ladies out there.
Thank you,
Amen to
Wayne.
that.
Good to hear from you.
Thank you,
Have a good
Wayne.
day.
You too.
Bye now.
All right.
Always
Yeah.
nice to hear from Wayne here on the show.
Yes,
617-691-2590. Why don't we get into our Celtics discussion and sort of get it out of the way? And if you've been living under a rock for the past week, you may be wondering why we feel so doom and gloom about the Celtics. Well, the Celtics are no longer in the playoffs. Yes, indeed, losing Game 7 last week, Saturday night, at the hands of Philadelphia 76ers. We, of course,
That team.
I think somebody had called in last week and talked about the statistics, how the Celtics have the most wins in Game 7 in NBA history, and the 76ers have the most losses, I think, in Game 7 as well. That
Doesn't
was,
matter.
Well, unfortunately,
didn't matter.
the previous teams that gave us that record are no longer playing.
That's right.
So.
It matters the personnel that you have. It doesn't matter. Yeah, Philadelphia, they kicked the crap out of the Celtics, basically.
109-100.
Yeah.
In a game that the Celtics had an opportunity to come. I mean, they were in it at the end.
Yeah.
They had a chance of. Oh, there was a player out there on the court that could have helped them. Let's see. That's right, Jason Tatum. Yeah, Jason Tatum, who should have been out there playing for the Boston Celtics. And we can go on and who to blame there. We blame Mazzulla, blame Tatum himself, blame the trainers, this and that. I think it's you blame everybody in this situation. Game 7, do or die. This is not the rec league, in your local town CYO. Like, seriously, this is a chance to go to the next round here,
yes.
The NBA playoffs.
Yeah.
And by the way, do I think the Celtics were going to beat the Knicks even if they got past the
No.
Philadelphia 76ers? I'm not sure. It would have been close. We thought the Celtics had the upper hand last year with basically the same team they had now.
But Tatum said his knee hurts.
My knee hurts every day. Everyone's knee hurts. But are you getting paid all that money?
He said his knee hurts,
Well, if his knee hurts, he should have sat out the rest of the year. He shouldn't have came back. We talked about this, Clay.
I tell you what, I think there's something brewing between, not to open this can of worms again,
but you're about to.
Brown and Tatum. Jalen Brown said that this was the most fun he's ever had. The most fun you ever had. This happens to be the year you didn't play with Tatum, and it happens to be the year you got knocked out by a 7 seed in the first round after blowing a 3-1 lead. This is the most fun he's ever had. Do you guys take anything out of that?
No.
I don't know. I try not to overanalyze Jalen Brown's comments because
he does have a lot.
He likes to say quite a bit.
They come fast and furious.
He does.
I think he had a lot of fun because he didn't have to deal with Jason Tatum there, so he got the
That's
ball
what
in his
I
hands.
think. That's what I think.
I don't think.
But what does that mean for the future, though?
There's only one ball, and Tatum should be the guy who gets traded because Jalen Brown is really the heart of that team.
Well, Jalen Brown said after the whole drama came out this week when Tracy McGrady, who was very close with Jalen Brown, but of course Tracy McGrady has no insight on the management of the Boston Celtics, saying in a podcast that he said, I think his frustration, his being Jalen Brown, lies deeply within the organization and other things that we don't have the details to. There's just been a lot of stuff that I've been hearing going on with the Boston organization with JB. Brad Stevens was asked about it, and he denied those reports. And Jalen Brown having to come out and clear the air as well, saying, well, hold the horses here. I want to stay in Boston for the next 10 years.
Oh, yeah, and he should. He very well should. But a lot of these guys are just gossip queens. Tracy McGrady, Shaq, Charles, they get Kenny. They get on there, and all they do is they gossip. Yeah. These ex-players, you're not even close to the game anymore. You're about as close as we are. Right. Okay, you know as much as we do. And they're talking like they actually know what's going on. No, this guy had the situation in Boston. He loves the situation in Boston. Could it be better? Definitely. But he's always been treated well here in Boston. Everyone loves him, and he doesn't want to go anywhere.
So Brad Stevens saying, I talked to Jalen on Monday real quickly. It was nothing but positive. He's not expressed those frustrations to me. We've been here 10 years together. Obviously, I love JB. Everyone around here loves JB. Just like any of our other guys, as we get to the end of the regular season, I'll be here, and my door is always open. If anybody ever wants to come in and talk about the team, their place, whatever, I'm all ears. And I think that's pretty true for what Brad Stevens has been able to do as president
Kevin,
of basketball
what
operations.
changes need to be made? Though?
Well, I'm not. Well, one of the first changes I would make is in the free agency period for the Boston Celtics, we can no longer not address the center position. Mm-hmm. And what I mean by that is sort of a half answer here to the center position. Is it going to be Keita full time? You have Garza. Vucevic is an unrestricted free agent. Will he sign back with the Celtics? I'm not sure. No. You have to go out and get a big man and to be the guy. You can no longer sort of half address it going forward. That would be the number one thing that I think the Celtics should address in terms of their not just depth, but in terms of their starting lineup too. I'm not saying Keita doesn't have the ability to be a number 5 guy, but I'm not so sure that he is the number 5 guy, and I think there are other guys you can look at, maybe bring back. And if it is going to be Vucevic, I wouldn't mind him being the number 5 guy at center. So you're going to have to address that immediately here. We'll get into that in a minute, but I do want to talk to Kelly, who's on the line just as Wayne predicted. Kelly, what say you on the Celtics? Good morning,
Kelly.
Ding, ding, ding. Kelly from Wayne in.
Here we go.
I still think there's something there. You do have to make some changes, but the question is how much do you tweak it?
do you go as far as changing the coach though? I don't know about that, but I was also a critic of that Brown Tatum marriage. There is something there.
There is something there.
Something's going on there. We just don't know about it. And as the Browns comments, it's kind of crazy. You're gonna compare this to the Finals MVP season. This is the best season you had.
Yeah, it's the best season he's had.
It's the best season he had because Tatum wasn't there.
That's right.
It's gotta be. I mean,
right.
why else?
That's right, guys.
I mean, it definitely ain't great because you lost in the first round. So what else could it be great for?
Exactly.
Call me crazy, yeah.
Well,
he's definitely tossing us. He's definitely tossing us the Easter eggs on this one.
Oh, he's making it known, and I think we all know this. The team played much freer and much better without Tatum, and I'm not just talking about when he came back. I'm talking about last year. The team has been stagnant. This team has been stagnant, even though they won. What was it, 2024? It's kind of stagnant. It's not going to the places it needs to go, and it seems a decision has to be made for one guy to be that guy, and the other guy is going to have to go somewhere else because I don't think they can coexist on the same team and get to where they need to go.
Well, it does take time for a team to make that shift to one player from another. Everyone know in the beginning it was Tatum, and then Brown, and then now there's a shift happening. There's a shift happening, and if they were going to make a move, I would make the move on Tatum. You have to. You have to. You have to. I mean, we like Jason Tatum.
Do you?
It sounds cliche to always say I love that guy.
Craig might disagree with
it's a love-hate relationship.
You love it. No, okay, they're not going to be able to coexist because Jason Tatum has an ego too, and he doesn't want to take a back seat to Jaylen Brown. So let's just get that out there too. It's not going to be Jaylen Brown's fault that this does not work. It would actually be Jason Tatum's fault, and I would like to avoid that casting blame and throwing arrows and darts at people.
Yeah. And then out of the two, Brown is not making him the likable out of the two. He's got to cool it on the comments.
Good.
Yeah.
He loves to talk. Honestly, the only thing that he might be better at than basketball is talking. He loves to talk.
He doesn't mind getting fined.
We should bring him in here.
Nice
honestly.
to have money.
He could do this hour show by himself.
Do you think he was right though when he was criticizing the league for?
Yes, he was absolutely right.
Absolutely correct. He was absolutely he's the one player who's not afraid to say it.
Correct.
All throughout the league, the rest of these guys are a bunch of knuckle unders.
Yep.
They're scared to say it. But Jaylen Brown will tell you in a second. Okay, yeah, he's a flopper. SGA, he's a flopper. And all the rest of these bums are the floppers.
They're all floppers.
Yeah. Bronny's not ready. All that stuff.
Yeah, he puts it right out there. And the rest of the NBA, they're scared. They're shuffling their feet. They don't know what to say unless they're giving a cue. Yeah. Jaylen Brown actually tells the truth. And, I don't know if it's going to help him, but we thank him for that. He's that guy.
So let me throw this can of worms out there. And this is, of course, we talk about, clicks and whatnot and people trying to get attention. And this could just be an attention thing. There are talks about this trade rumors. And you hear a lot of trade rumors leading up to the draft and up to the free agency period. Talks about a one-up trade, Jaylen Brown for Giannis. What do you think?
Yeah, I heard that too. It's kind of like equal status because of the injury status of the two. You're probably gonna get the same amount.
Would you make that trade
of usage? I would. Definitely.
Tatum for Giannis or Brown for Giannis?
Oh, Tatum for Giannis.
Okay, yeah.
I would do that too.
Yeah, but they're not offering. They don't want Tatum.
No,
they want
more
Brown.
so for Brown.
Yeah, they want Brown. They want. Of course they would want. But I would make that swap too.
They're going to get more mileage out of Brown. That's why.
And I don't think Giannis wants to be here. The reports are that he really wanted to play for the New York Knicks. For whatever reason there, I'm not sure why.
I wouldn't want Giannis here.
I wouldn't want
Giannis here.
I know that.
Yeah,
I know we know him.
Let them have Tatum, and we'll keep Brown and bring someone else in.
Yeah. Sounds good. How
about the questions? What do you got, Kelly? Now Wayne took one off the table.
He did. Yeah. And, he tripped up on one too. See, it happened.
Are you going to come to the rescue on that one?
The Celtics. Well, I know this player he didn't start at center because I know what's his name, the likable guy, the big guy, the bald guy.
The big guy, the ball guy.
I mean,
You're getting close. Come on. Come on.
No, it's easy because I remember them signing. I don't know his first name, but Pollard. Was it Pollard?
No.
Scott Pollard? Well,
Scott
that's a name I've
Pollard?
heard in a while. No, not even close.
No, this is a big black bald head guy.
They came to the.
Yeah, he was playing for the Cavaliers during this series.
Very well known player. Clay, I knew it was not going to be that easy.
I can't believe this. I can't believe this, Kevin. I mean, it's just like right there. It's like somebody just.
Wow.
He's played for so many teams, people may forget his stint with Cleveland.
They're like tossing a softball. To a
God,
guy.
good lord. Yeah, Shaquille O'Neal.
There we go.
There we go.
As you can see here, a picture of Shaq on the screen. What he's doing there, he is with the Celtics. When remember that unforgettable tenure he had with the Boston Celtics.
What did he play, like 2 months?
Yeah, not even.
Went down like a shot.
Yeah. Guys, I was looking for a player to put a real hard time with teams.
No.
Yeah,
Shaq was fresh off his stint in Phoenix, I believe it was, and then he went to Cleveland. He was there with LeBron, and him and LeBron still could not get it together. The Celtics put the hammer down on him and smacked him down. So he left and ended up in Boston after that.
Yeah, Shaq became a journeyman after that, huh?
Yeah. Definitely.
He said he joined in the injuries. He joined the Celtics.
Yeah.
Right after Kobe won his fifth.
Wow.
Oh no! Right after Kobe won his. I think it was the.
No. Kobe would win the fifth.
Third one. The one that put him over Shaq. He said, "I won more than Shaq," and Shaq said, "Oh, let me go to Boston."
Yeah, that was 2010.
Celtics lost in 7 games to the Lakers.
Yeah, to the Lakers, and I gave him that. And that's when Shaq came to Boston thinking he might be able to get one, but he didn't last. Yeah. The burgers got to him. Too many Big Macs and quarter pounders, and Shaq fell over.
Too many bacon cheeseburgers from Five Guys.
Big bacon and cheese.
I was giving all these brand names all this coverage. We're going to call.
Yeah, we need some money from them.
Yeah. Listen, if you guys want us to advertise for you guys, give us a call. Kelly.
Free advertising.
Going forward, your Lakers, they look to be in trouble. Okay. Braun's not getting the calls. JJ Redick is in full panic mode. Bronny's reverted back to the pumpkin he is. What happens now?
Could you believe that he got Redick said that LeBron's not getting the superstar calls?
We shouldn't, but I can't. I mean, this is ridiculous.
But doesn't surprise me. They are what they are, and they're just going up against a team that's just too powerful. They're just outmatched, and the only thing they have left is to complain to the refs.
That's the only thing they got left. They're down on their leg. They're down on their luck. It looks bad. They could get swept.
Hopefully.
It wouldn't even matter. I mean, you can't even. I think OKC was just playing down to them because every time the Lakers went on a run, OKC would stabilize it and build the lead back up. It's just like they're toying with them out there.
Yeah, they are.
So I mean,
maybe they'll give him the old gentleman's sweep then.
No, just get him in 4. Get him in 4. Take him out.
I love that term, gentleman's sweep.
But
after the season,
what's going to happen?
My girlfriend's going to break up with her boyfriend, and we'll be back together again, me and the lady.
There you go. Hey, now, wait a minute, Mr. Postman. Here we go. Yeah. It's going to happen.
All right.
So where my man is, I forgot to welcome Kevin back. Welcome back, Kevin.
Oh, thank you, Kelly. I appreciate it.
Good to have you.
Yeah, good to be back.
Good to have you
back. Thank you. All right. Well, we have
what do I have for this week.
There we go. Well, Kelly, thanks so much. Always a pleasure, and we're going to keep it rolling here with about the final 15 minutes of the show.
Wow.
And we have some other topics to get to here. So thanks so much.
Have a good weekend.
Next week. Bye. Yep.
Bye-bye.
Gentlemen, any more thoughts of the Celtics? I do believe a evaluation is needed for Joe Mazzulla here in terms of his coaching record. I mean, you look at, people like to talk about the playoff collapses this year, of course, last year in the second round. And even in his first year, I'm not, his first rookie year, and I was very critical of that the collapse against the Miami Heat. A series the Celtics should have won, by the way, and a very surprising year for the Heat. Even make it to the NBA Finals against the Denver Nuggets that year. But that being said, is he the right coach for the Boston Celtics? Criticism went away, I think, when you won the NBA championship, and that usually happens when you win it all. But I think Patrick's right. I do think a change is needed, and I'm not sure, given the way Brad Stevens has talked about Joe Mazzulla, if a change is going to happen this year. But if changes aren't made with this lineup going forward, and listen, last year we're in the same situation, talking about the Celtics being bounced for the playoffs, but it was a different look with Holiday, with Porzingis, and now we never thought we were going to be in this position this year. And here they were making the playoffs, a second seed. So
I'm going to cast my vote to keep him. I think I like Joe Mazzulla. But again, I was critical of the strategy of the 3-point the whole year. I believe that they have to. It's okay.
That hasn't changed, though. That hasn't changed, Clay.
I know, but they have to, instead of taking. But you got guys that are shooting this shot, and Tatum was one of my favorite guys that was doing it. He was just jacking it up from 38 feet when he didn't have to.
Remember last year against the Knicks?
Yeah, some you can't. That's not you want a 3-point shot, but you don't want a contestant. Shot from the bleachers.
And when you're down by 1 with like a couple minutes left, you take the basket that they give you. I don't care if it's a wide open 3. Like, I don't care if it's wide open or contested. You need the lead in that point in time. You take the ball to the hoop, you draw the call, you put it in your star's hand, he will get the call. You take it to the hoop and you lay it in. It's pretty simple. And people say, oh, analytics. Well, guess what? Analytics doesn't matter when you're in game 7, down 1, and emotions are on the line and adrenaline's pumping. It ain't the same shot as it is in the regular season. It's totally different.
Or in the first quarter.
Take what they give you. You got to win the game. And it's like, oh no, numbers don't lie. Yeah, well, guess what? The numbers do lie, I guess, because they lost the series.
No, it was supposed to happen. You're taking that shot. Yeah.
And this always happens. And for some reason, these people continue to get a free pass. The Tampa Bay Rays on the COVID-shortened season should have won the World Series. You don't take a guy out in the 7th inning when he's throwing a no-hitter when your bullpen's struggling. That's ridiculous. I don't care if he's going through the lineup a 3rd time and the numbers show the overall in the regular season across many different pitchers that you struggle a 3rd time. The guy has a no-hitter. Have a feel for the game. But no, you blow the World Series, the Dodgers win in a fake World Series, and now, we'll give him a free pass again. Mazzulla, he's going to stay too. Why? Because it's the NBA and the players dictate, and Brown and Tatum, that's their guy. He's staying.
I think Patrick has an opinion on that.
I think so.
Analytics are ruining sports, and Mazzulla's got to go.
Well, okay. So
conversation for a different time.
2-1. I'm the guy that you should say. You guys went him out.
I'm surprised you want him here, honestly.
Someone who wanted Alex Cora in the worst way.
In the worst way. But it just shows that everyone has different opinions on this, and you never know which one's the correct one.
So we'll see what happens. I wouldn't say there were dark days ahead for the Celtics. I think there were uncertain days ahead for the Celtics, and I do continue to trust Brad Stevens. I think Brad Stevens has done an excellent job as president of basketball operations, and I think Brad Stevens is really, really committed to this Boston Celtics team. He's been rumored to be a head coaching candidate on a number of different vacancies across college and the NBA, and he's not taken any interviews on any of those jobs. Brad Stevens is committed to this team, and I feel he'll make the best decision for the Celtics team going forward.
I think so.
Predictions for the semifinals here. We have the both Eastern Conference teams looking to close out their respective opponents. The Knicks are up 3-0 on the Philadelphia 76ers. The Pistons travel to Cleveland for Game 3 tonight. They're up 2-0 in that matchup. And, of course, we talked about the Thunder up 2-0, heading to L.A. tonight.
Yeah, they're going to take
San Antonio up 2-1 in that series.
I'm taking Detroit and the Knicks. And did anybody wonder do you know why Cleveland stinks as a franchise, as an organization?
Because they're in Ohio.
What franchise would trade for James Harden, knowing that and we talked about this last year, that he disappears in the playoffs.
Correct.
Every playoff, you're going to trade for this. You can't be serious as a franchise. You can't. You're ignoring, now talking about analytics, and that's one thing, but you're ignoring all the evidence that James Harden is going to disappear yet again in the playoffs for you. 1 year later, 1 year older. Give me a break.
I think Detroit will have no problem dispatching Cleveland. Even though the Orlando Magic gave them a tough time bringing that to 7 games, I think the Pistons and the Knicks will face off against each other. And I think we'll see what we've talked about in the Western Conference all year.
That'll be a good series.
Inevitable between the two best teams in the NBA and the Western Conference, the Spurs and the Oklahoma City Thunder.
It's going to happen.
So we'll see what happens. We're going to take a short commercial break here in the final 10 minutes. Say hello to some of our more sponsors. And we're going to try to squeeze in as much time that we have remaining with the Bruins and the Red Sox here. And as the Amazing Grace Sports Network rolls on here on WEZE. Who's hungry, huh? Why don't we say hello to our friends at the Early American Diner in Quincy?
Love the Early American.
Hungry.
Where do you go for the best breakfast and the best lunch in the South Metro Boston Quincy area? You go to the Early American Diner located at 1054 Hancock Street in Quincy. From their strawberry shortcake French toast to their famous corned beef hash for breakfast to the lunch menu, which includes a variety of burgers and specialty sandwiches such as the Waldorf turkey made with roasted turkey, apple slices, and walnuts. So, whether you want to dine in their cozy restaurant, take out, or have it delivered, the Early American Diner in historic Quincy, Massachusetts is your go-to eatery to enjoy great food at great prices at your convenience.
Clay, have you been to the Early American Diner in a while?
I haven't been there, but I'm tempted to go.
That's too bad.
Later on this week.
Oh, good.
I'll take a trip down there.
Yes, we certainly should. Well, hey, we want to say hello to our friends too, and I've missed doing this. I missed a lot in my time here on the show, but I have missed saying hello to our friends and our great real estate sponsor of the Amazing Grace Sports Network, and of course, Yama Investment. Looking for smart investment or searching for a place to sell your home? Well, we want to welcome you to Yama Investment Limited. Your dreams can find a foundation at Yama Investment. They're more than just real estate. Yes, indeed, they are your trusted partner, building a future. Whether you're investing in property or go through purchasing a dream home, make the process easy, transparent, and also rewarding. Yama Investment specializes in selling properties to line perfect goals. Imagine yourself owning a future, whether it be a luxury apartment, commercial space, or a family home in the neighborhood. If you're new to the real estate investing world, well, don't worry. You're every step away. You make informed choices with confidence. Real estate prices rising. There has never been a better time to invest. Your dreams come to life. Website www.oyamainvestments.com. Give them a call. Their phone number is 617-221-8881 today. Where your vision becomes a reality. That's our good friend at Oyama Investments.
It's just a great beat, great heavy beat there.
Great music.
And you just hit it so well, Kevin. I mean, you just flow right with it. So, I mean, you've missed it, and it's missed you because I've been the guy, and it's not up to par. But then again,
I'm sure you just did fine.
Nothing else can match your voice. So we got it.
So quickly here in the final 7.5 minutes of our show, I know we want to talk quickly about the NHL. Of course, you guys had talked about the Bruins last week losing, of course, and exiting the NHL playoffs. And, but Patrick has a bee in his bonnet.
I do.
Among many things. To talk about the NHL draft lottery that happened this past week. And a team in Toronto owns the first overall pick. And Patrick Shalvey is very angry about that.
What was the percentage? What were the odds going into the draft lottery of Toronto getting the number one overall
Not very
pick?
high.
I think it was 8%, wasn't it?
8.5%, yes. The Bruins had, I think it was 58 or 59% chance of it landing between 6 and 7, and they would have gotten that pick because it was a protected top 5 for Toronto. Magically, 8.5%. That means you do it 100 times, only 8 times or 9 times out of that 100, it's going to land in Toronto's favor.
Magically.
And of course, just magically lands in Toronto's favor. And what else is new? It's the same day that Austin Matthews, earlier that day announces, I don't really like the direction that this franchise is going in. I'm probably going to bounce, honestly, if things don't change.
I think he was saying he was out of there unless things change, right?
Yes.
Well, it changed dramatically.
It changed dramatically. A few hours later, the NHL said, oh, no, we can't have that happen to our number one franchise, our most valuable franchise in the NHL. That can't happen. We got to give him Gavin McKenna out of Penn State. Make sure Toronto's getting that number one overall pick. And people say, oh, well, it's not like the NBA. They don't do it behind closed doors. It's live on national TV. Yeah, come on. They can still. Don't tell me they can't find a way to do it. I don't know what's going on with the production behind the scenes. I don't know what's going on with this. All I do know is that the Toronto Maple Leafs are in disaster mode right now. They missed the playoffs They hire a GM with a shady past out of Arizona who hasn't been in the league for 5 years, and people in Toronto are going nuts. Chakia, whatever his name is. They hire him. Austin Matthews sees that and says, "I'm out." Oh, lo and behold, 8.5% chance Toronto's got the pick. This follows Cleveland getting LeBron James. We all know that was rigged. This follows Doncic leaving Dallas, and they get the number 1 overall pick. They get Cooper Flag magically.
Wemby, don't forget Wemby. That was like an 8% chance or a 10 or 15% chance. Bam.
And the other thing too, just the overarching thing of this, what's the point of the lottery? Like, if you finish last in the league, you should get the number 1 overall pick. The only reason why these leagues would want the lottery is because they want to fix it. I mean, like, why else? There's just no point. There's no logic to it whatsoever. Okay. I don't care if they do it live or not.
Okay,
we need to go.
We
need to go the way of the MLB and the NFL. Cancel the lottery.
Cancel the lottery, but I'm with you on that one.
Sounds like Patrick would like an investigation, I think, in the practices.
Where's the FBI when you need
Good luck with that.
Cash Patel. Cash Patel will call on you.
Well, Cash Patel is a big hockey guy, so maybe he will.
We'll have plenty of time to discuss the NHL as we make our way through the summertime.
Do you guys agree with that, by the way?
Yes,
you're acting like I'm crazy.
No, you're not crazy. You're not crazy. But we have to move on to the Red Sox. Quickly,
we do, yeah. Clay asked the question, the Red Sox playing looser, I think you had asked, and or playing better.
Playing better.
I think they are playing better. Look at 17-22 right now. Obviously not a great record, but just swept the Detroit Tigers and have a tough series at home against the Tampa Bay Rays, obviously. But I think the Red Sox are playing a little bit better. There is a difference I can feel in this team so far. And you got to look at the standings, too. I mean, yes, the Red Sox have played very poorly in the month of April, playing better here in the month of May. But look at the standings, though. 17-22, yes, not a great record. But with the exception of the Yankees and the Rays, at both Yankees are 26-13, the Rays are 25-13. The next best records after that, formerly Oakland, the Athletics, 20-18, Cleveland Guardians, 20-19. The next best record after that, the Mariners at 19-20, and the Tigers at 18-21. The Red Sox at 17-22 here in mid-May are 1 game out of a wild card. Yeah. So there's a long way to go here, and I think they're playing a little bit better. If we can get Suarez back to health, Crochet back to health, I think Tolley early, Sonny Gray is back. He had a great start the other night. Let's hope this rotation starts to stabilize and starts to produce in a way that is going to make this Red Sox team a team that we would hope would be at least a wild card team going forward. But starting to like this team a little bit. No way saying let's go, but I think better days could be ahead for this team.
Sorry, go ahead.
Is Caleb Durbin growing on you yet?
Not yet.
Not yet. No.
He's going to grow on you. He's like a moss.
We'll see.
When they fired Alex Cora, they were 10-17. Post Alex Cora, 7-5. Yeah. Night and day. They're playing much better.
Yeah, they're playing better.
And they, like you said, I think they're a game out of the third wild card. So
correct.
They're going to get there. They're going to get it.
It'll be a competitive season. Do I think they're going anywhere? No, but they'll reel us in like they usually do.
Mr. Positivity.
They'll reel us in, and we'll have stuff to talk about.
I'm going to give you some positivity here, Christianity.
Yeah, go ahead. Final 2.5 minutes of the show.
This is our segment, Christianity Rising, and what this is about is God was glorified Saturday evening at Pittsburgh's PNC Park, and not because the Pirates scored a season high in runs of 17 in the demolition of the Cincinnati Reds, 17-7. God was glorified because after the game, the Pittsburgh Pirates hosted the annual Faith Night with many of the coaches and players. The Pirates held their first Faith Night in 2013, so this has been going on for a pretty long time. And the annual tradition has become a highly anticipated event in the season calendar. Pittsburgh players who participated in this year's event included Bubba Chandler, Billy Cook, Brandon Lowe, Connor Griffin, Jake Magnum, Isaac Madsen, Ryan O'Hearn, and manager Don Kelly. Isaac Madsen revealed the unfathomable pain he endured at the loss of his mother by suicide in 2021. Then he said, God's big enough for those hard conversations, for those times when we are frustrated, for when we're going through the hardest times of our life. God is big enough to take care of our cares, our worries, and our anxieties. So bring them to him in those moments because we are God's children. Brandon Lowe, a two-time All-Star who was in his first season with the Pirates after 8 seasons with the Tampa Bay Rays, said God is the greatest father. If you go back and read the Bible, you'll see people that go against what God's telling them to do. And God says, I am going to keep making you go the right way, whether you like it or not. And Lowe also added, baseball is what I do, but it's not who I am. I think the biggest thing and the one thing that stands out to me is that all the good things in life come through God. And I'm just surprised that they're actually having these faith nights because we've heard of other nights that baseball has promoted. But faith nights It's actually a good night, and it gets underpromoted. We have to search for this.
Well, it's good to see, and
Yeah.
and good on the Pittsburgh Pirates organization. I know you said the Baltimore Orioles also did a faith night as well. We'll see if John Henry decides to do a faith night.
Good luck with that.
Come on, John. Step
luck,
up.
good
You
luck,
have
good luck with
plenty
that.
of people around here that would love to come out to a faith night, John, and support the team.
Yeah.
I think that's what really counts. And we have faith. I have faith in the Red Sox that they're going to turn it around.
I was
They're
going to
going to be
say
in the
faith
playoffs.
is the only thing that's going to get us through it.
Let's hope so. Well, gentlemen, thanks so much. Great to be back. Good to see you all. And
Good to have you back.
Happy Mother's Day here tomorrow on Sunday, and another edition of the Amazing Grace Sports Network. Have a good weekend, everybody.
Have a good
See
weekend.
ya.
Happy Mother's Day, everybody.
Happy Mother's Day.
Build your life upon the rock.